3 in the morning I wrote your name with trembling hands over the phone. The words kept falling like November rain, but none of them dared to be shown. I wanted to tell you, still on my mind, that your laughter still lives in my room, but I kept it all inside at that same time, between the fear and the unknown gloom. Unsent messages, whispers I will never speak, stories that were stranded in the drafts I couldn't keep. I hid them in a corner of my breaking voice. Unsent messages, still bleeding in my soul's noise. The curse was blinking like a broken heart, as I wonder if it's too late or if there's still space. Apologies feel heavy like solid lead, and promises hollow from all the weight. I saw your name shining on the screen like an echo of what used to be, but it was only memories gained, pretending you come back to me. Unsent messages, whispers I will never speak, stories that were stranded in the drafts I couldn't keep. I hid them in a corner of my breaking voice. Unsent messages, still bleeding in my soul's noise. Winter, summers, and rains went by, yet there's still ashes on my skin. Time dried the emptiness in your lines, but it never erased the longing within. I wonder if you two still keep my name hidden somewhere near, or was I only just a memory? The wind is already clear. I've got letters I never signed, songs I never dared to sing, photographs with no address, and hugs I could not bring. Writing was loving you in silence, loving you without asking why, and my silence became my only cry, my final way to say goodbye. Unsent messages, whispers I will never speak, stories that were stranded in the drafts I couldn't keep. I hid them in a corner of my breaking voice. Unsent messages, still bleeding in my soul's noise. Today I opened that hidden file where your words were put to sleep. Every line was a passing ghost that no longer made me weep. Maybe it wasn't cowardice, maybe it was protection, because holding back what I felt inside became my own redemption. Some messages tasted just like a kiss, others burn like salt in a wound. Some silences turned into promises, and promises I no longer assume. If I had written every thought, would it have changed our end, or just added more broken shards to the glass we couldn't mend? Unsent messages, whispers I will never speak, stories that were stranded in the drafts I couldn't keep. I hid them in a corner of my breaking voice. Unsent messages, still bleeding in my soul's noise. I burned your digital letters, released them at the break of day, and as I watched them fading in silence, I felt your nest slip away. There are no answers left to save me, no questions that could return, only the echo of your name that I have learned to unlearn. If one day you come back to find what we left behind in time, I won't know what to tell you, 'cause I don't know who I was that night. The words I had all melted away, dissolved without belief, and the voice that used to write to you no longer belongs to me. Unsent messages, messages I will never speak, stories that were stranded in the drafts I couldn't keep. I hid them in a corner of my breaking voice. Unsent messages still bleeding in my soul's noise. You'll never know what I wrote to you, and maybe that too